following contest, from Denver, Colorado, weighing in at Little Hoey, Don.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, what is this episode, like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You've been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community, and the fam out there appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos, and fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits, and fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on.
This is my brother. Everyone, Don Chaos and Brother Lynch Hung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits, what's up, man? Don Chaos, what's up? It's your boy, Brother Lunchtime. We out here tonight. Let's
Fuego Flames and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here, my boy. Excuse the left, excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
Podcast/radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo, 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 yo. What is up, everyone? Y'all already know who this is. This is your host, the one and only Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the A to the A to the O to the S, your friendly neighborhood, JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know, and if you still don't know, chat, let them know. Of course, we are live. It is Turkey Day evening. Hopefully y'all are good and stuffed. And now, just kick back and relax as you tune in to the award-winning Hours of Chaos podcast, episode 152, with our special guests. That is right, the one and only legendary, the Rude Boy, and Sid Vicious. Of course, we are live everywhere. You know, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, as well as, did I say Facebook? YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and all the good happy jazz. Of course, if you guys are watching exclusively on Carnival Spirits, you can feel free to super chat if you are watching exclusively on Carnival Spirits. And super chats are welcome. Hopefully everyone's had a good day. I've definitely had a good day. And for our guest for the night, I want to hear a Rudy chant in the chat, as well as a Sid. When I say Sid, you say vicious. Sid. When I say rude, y'all say rude. Hell yeah. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and drop some news, and we will bring our guests on. I can see them in the waiting room, so let's just drop some of this news really fast. I can see one of our guests. Your camera's not on, so you might need to refresh, dude, and then close out and open back up. As you know, the ICP Patreons are back. Where we are having the Patreons back. So there's the schedule for the Carnival Christmas. I'm excited. For those who are tuning into the Patreon, there's a lot of good stuff that's going to be entertained. And of course, the concert that will be going on with the Patreon going down Christmas Day in Detroit will be the Santa's a Fat Bitch show. Now, will I be at this show? Sadly, I won't, but I have plans to go. One of these days, I will have Big Ballas added to that belt. But definitely, my plans are to hit Juggalo Day next year. Definitely hit the gathering like always. And, of course, go to Hollywood. So, it's a good time, y'all, to be a Juggalo. There's a lot of good stuff. We are also in the era of the 5th Joker's card of Deck 2, Yum Yum Bedlam. We are in the official Yum Yum era. And yeah, a lot of good things to look forward to. Again, in the chat for our guests, I want to hear a Rudy chant as well as a Sid. And then also going down is where the United States of Insanity will be returning to theaters in select theaters. One of the select theaters that it's going to be in is in New York City at the Cinema Village. So if you guys didn't get the chance to see this monumental, great documentary, go see it. Also, pre-orders to order this documentary on DVD are already up, so go get your copy in. I didn't do a full-on review of this documentary, but all I got to say is y'all really need to see this documentary. It is very good. Actually, one of our guests, the Rude Boy, was featured on here. So, in this documentary. So, definitely go check it out, y'all. Also, if you guys didn't check that No Jumper interview with the Duke himself, Violent J, go check it out. Shout outs to No Jumper Show, Adam 22 from the Hours of Chaos podcast. And yeah, there was some cool stuff on that they talked about, as well as a lot of personal stuff. I mean, I'm not going to tell you guys about it. You guys just go watch it yourself. It's a good watch. It's a good listen. Always good when the Duke sits down and talks. And yeah. So. And for those who don't know who Sid Vicious is, he's one of the teams, the people behind the scenes at Rocks TV, as well as Rude Boy. They are like putting together and reamping Rocks TV, one might say. And they've done a very good job at it. So, without further ado, we are going to bring our guests on the show. And what better way to do it than give it a proper introduction? So, let me get my announcer voice going. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the main event of the evening. First and foremost, one of our guests, he hails from Southwest Detroit. He is the hardcore legend, the JCW legend, and JCW Hall of Famer. Give it up for the Rude Boy. And next, our next guest. He is an author, a book writer. He recently did the book Forever Living in the Jets, the Project Born autobiography. If you guys haven't, go check it out. I could only be talking about, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sid Vicious. Vicious. And we are about to bring our guests on right now. Oh, Sid, looks like you're having camera trouble, bro. It's going to ask you to access your camera, so you're going to have to, like, say allow, and it will let you do that. So as we wait for our guests, we're just going to chop it up with you guys. I don't have a mic, so if I had a mic, I'd drop it. Bang. Oh. Huh. It's still giving you trouble, Sid. Hold on now. We're having technical difficulties here right now. You might need to turn off your camera, Sid, and then turn it back on. Like if you're going on your phone, you might need to turn off your phone, and then you might need to turn your phone back on. Or you need to go like sit kind of near where your router, where your internet thing is. That usually helps. Yeah, I just got done eating a little bit ago. I am stuffed. Hopefully y'all had a good day. So, yeah, the weather's been a little cold today here, but it's finally starting to feel like fall here, winter here in good old Denver, Colorado. Yeah, a lot of big things coming, y'all. Again, if you're watching exclusively on Carnival Spirits on YouTube, super chats are welcome. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. Yeah, for some reason, Sid, you keep like popping in and out. Supposedly, from what I've been told, from what Jay said on like the DJ Clay Twitch, that there was a chance that the European tour was going to happen next year, I believe, starting sometime next year. Yeah, it's in the 40s here, but the 40s ain't bad here when it comes to Colorado standards. When it's in the 40s here, that's not bad at all. That's just like long sleeve shirt weather, hoodie weather. So yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good day. You know, we're having some minor technical difficulties here, but all right. There. You gotta let it like have access to your camera, Sid. Or if you have a computer, Sid, try hopping on your like computer or something. Yeah. You're all the way up in the mountains though. So that's why it's definitely colder, because you're all the way up in the mountains. Huh. Weird. Huh. Hold on, y'all. Y'all were, for some reason it's not working. I know some people like lately have been having trouble getting on streams lately. Huh. Yeah, we're trying to get this figured out, y'all. Let's see. Oh, we got it to work.
Man, sorry about that, bro.
All good. Technology. Gotta love technology, right?
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's really not my forte, man. I apologize. It's just not wanting to work with me tonight.
Oh no, you're good. Sometimes you just gotta like turn off your phone and then you gotta turn it back on, and then usually it will start working.
Yeah, I did it a few times, man. Whatever it was, it must have worked itself out. But I'm here with you now, brother.
Yeah, I guess while we're waiting for Rude Boy, we'll definitely chop it up with you.
Sounds good.
Of course, for those that don't know, this is Sid Vicious. Like I said, I gave him the awesome introduction of the man who wrote the Project Born book like a wrestling announcer.
Yeah, right on, man.
So I guess while we wait for Rudy, you can like explain to everyone in the chat like how that came about, where you wanted to write a book about his life.
Yeah, it just kind of fell into place, you know. I was writing the Project Born book, and we were about halfway through the process, and Polk and Nitty, they wanted to go down and talk to Rude Boy about interviewing him to be on Forever the Jacks. And for a Juggalo, man, it was exciting because I knew who Rude Boy was, and so the whole process was really cool, man. So we went down to CRB Cruising the Barrio. That's their internet podcast radio show. Him, DJ Carlito, and we had a great night. I interviewed him for the book, and things went really good. And then like halfway through the night, Rudy's like, he was talking about, man, he was joking, but he was like, man, I should write a book, And I said, shit, man. I said, that would be really awesome. And if you ever thought about doing something like that, man, when Project Born's book wrapped up, I'd love to kind of jump on board with that. And so he gave me his number, and at the end of the night, we all went our separate ways. And a couple of days later, I reached out to him, and I kind of drew up like an outline of like what I thought might be a way to move forward with Rudy's book. And obviously, we totally used a different concept and went with the Funhouse later on. But when I sent them that first outline, they liked what they saw, and we decided, just start moving forward with it. And then when project for a minute there, I was kind of messing with projects, and then when Forever and the Jacks wrapped up, because we were a little ahead of schedule, then it's like I didn't miss a beat, man. I just jumped right into Rudy's, and we just went from there. So yeah, it was kind of like born out of the Project Born's book. It was really I don't know, fate, whatever you want to call it, man. But that's what kind of led me down to Rude Boy's world.
Oh yeah, and where can people actually pick up this book?
You can get Forever and the Jacks is on Amazon, and also realprojectborn.com. And then Rudy's book, My Life, the Funhouse, we're going to have it available initially on Amazon, and then as we get moving forward with the process, we're probably going to have like special edition copies from like Rocks TV, where we'll probably have maybe like an insert, cool flyer or something old school, and then myself and the Rude Boy, we'll tag it up for people, and maybe make it a few bucks cheaper than Amazon, kind of whatever, to help promote it. But that's initially, when the drop does come, it will be Amazon to start off, though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and is there any like plans like for anyone else that you're thinking of if they ever like write a book, you'd love to write a book about?
You know what, man? Like, I'd really like to just keep banging out Midwest rap, like the underground scene. I come from the 90s, in Michigan, and I was fortunate enough to be in a position where I caught a lot of this stuff in real time, and just working with Rude Boy and Project Born, it's been amazing. But I'm definitely opening to continue just documenting underground underground music, whether it's in Michigan or Denver or California. Like, I feel this stuff is important, and I feel that we need to capture it so that future generations will kind of know what we had going on. Because as we get older, people drift away, some people die, shit happens to people, so like, if we don't start to get some of this down now, I'm afraid we're going to lose it, and so I'm open to working with people that are interested in capturing that history, with a focus on the Midwest. But like I said, be it Colorado or California or Florida, Vermont, Connecticut, wherever, I'm down, because like I said, I enjoy the process, man, and I get to do something that I like to do, and the music to me is it's near and dear to my heart, man. So it's like a win-win.
A scene for quite a while.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been listening to music forever, man. And so, like I said, I grew up with this stuff, and here I am, man. You know, I'm 41 now, but like I said, I never turned my back on the music. I still dig it. I still listen to it to this day, and you know, it's been a great ride, man. You know, for sure.
Hell yeah, like I could see you like maybe doing a book somewhere down the line with like maybe Dayton Family or something.
Yeah, it would be cool, man. You know that they were definitely major players in Flint Town, and you know, I think that'd be amazing. You know, I just caught those guys at the gathering in Ohio. Man, they killed it. You know, they just killed it, and you know, they're talented dudes, man. And you know, like I said, you know, whether it be Detroit or Flint or Saginaw or Lansing, you know, these towns all had great rap scenes going on in the '90s, and still to this day. So yeah, you know, there's it's definitely like a target rich environment, I guess. You know, there's a lot of quality shit around, man, and you know, and it's just kind of like catching people at the right time. You know, if they're in a point in their career where they're ready to put it down. You know, you know. So yeah, but yeah, it's definitely on my mind. You know, Dayton Family and like I said, just a lot of the groups in the area. You know, they're definitely on my radar and have been for close to 30 years in some cases.
Mm-hmm. And there's like I could be wrong about this, but could you imagine if there was like an MC Breed book? How dope that would be.
Oh yeah, no, that would be amazing. You know, MC Breed, he was just he was so huge. You know, he was the first one to really set it off in Flint, man, and get on that bigger level. And you know, it's interesting. You know, I don't know if Rudy, if he's having trouble too tonight, but yeah, he was for a time he was MC Breed's manager. You know, and we touch on that a little bit in the book. You know, but yeah, it's important history, man. And like I said, you know, I think we should be doing everything we can to capture it now, so that we do have it, and people someday can look back and get the information. You know, if you leave it to someone else to do it later on down the line, there's a good chance they're going to screw it up or not get it right or whatever. And you know, what better way to capture it than talk to the practitioners? You know, the people that were there, that that were making the music when it was happening. You know, it's like you only get one chance at those resources. You know, and like I said, when people move on or they're done with the game or they pass away, you know, we're kind of so yeah, man. It's all about capturing the history, brother.
And a lot of people, they want to like share their life story, because some people are like a mystery and you don't know like a lot about them. Who knows? Maybe somewhere down the line we'll get a Don Chaos book going. Who knows?
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, it all has value, you know, and I'm totally open to different projects, man. I mean, I bang it out on Rocks TV quite heavy, you know. This has been a really busy year between the two books. I had some other side projects that were like not related to music. But yeah, we've done quite a bit of content this year, man. I wrote almost 500,000 words altogether. You know, enough to fill about 10 books, really. And yeah, like I said, you know, maybe we get a project going down the road, you know, and you know, like I said, I'm down to ride, man, for sure.
Hell yeah. There's so like the possibilities are endless. Like you never know. I could even see you maybe even working with Esham and writing a book. That would be a dope read.
Oh yeah, no, the Detroit guys, man. You know, Esham. You know, these are just amazing stories that are just waiting to be told. You know, like I said, I was around in the '90s and I caught a lot of it going on, and it was a really great time in music. And you know, I would love to see an Esham book. You know, I love to see more material, because there's so much content, you know, that was in the area. And you know, the cool thing is, you know, on a certain level, a lot of the music community, it's maybe not as big as some people suppose. You know, everyone that I've run into kind of knows other artists. You know, they've done shows together, they've toured together. They got a lot of time, you know, and so there's different perspectives, I think, that I don't think have been explored yet on how to write books that might be interesting, you know. Kind of like Project Born in Rudy's book, you know. I kind of like I have like a what I would call like a splice technique, you know, where I come at like one topic with a bunch of different angles, and I think it's more of a dynamic read when you do that, and I think it's more enjoyable for the readers, and it keeps you engaged, you know, and then yeah, I would love to keep doing this, man. I really would, because like I said, I enjoy it, and it's a win for the music community too.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people don't know Rude Boy is like a legend in himself, and I haven't like read. I used to like, besides reading like music autobiographies, I was like really big into like reading like biographies about like wrestlers and stuff. So since we all know Rudy is a legend in this industry, this is going to be like the first real, like, I believe, good wrestling bio book in a long time.
Yeah, the whole, like I said, when I first started to do the book, you know, we weren't really sure. You know, I had like an outline from the very beginning, and pretty much right off the bat, man, I knew that just wasn't going to work. Rudy has such a complex life, man. There's a lot of avenues. You know, he's into the radio, promoting, manager, wrestling. He does like so much shit, man. You know,
Yep,
and like I
he's
said,
done a lot.
yeah. And so, you know, when I was trying to like kind of like put it all together, man, I was having a hell of a time. And like I said, this funhouse concept kind of came out of nowhere and just blasted me. And it was like, you know, it was I think a great delivery system for all the different stories and things that Rudy's done. And I think everything that Rudy brings to the table fits in this funhouse format pretty good. Like at this point, like I don't know, it just feels right. I don't even know if we could have did it like a regular book. And in the beginning of the book, I actually talk about it, you know, and how the funhouse came to be. And I think people are gonna be interested to see, you know, behind the scenes and kind of how it formed up. You know, it was you know, it was interesting, man. And you know, we all met yesterday just to review the book, you know, kind of go over it. You know, it's a big boy. You know, it's a pretty big book. It's over 450 pages. I think it's 115,000 words, but it's a monster. But it's got great pictures I know for a fact most people have never seen. And it has all the aspects of his life. If you're a juggalo and you are involved in the culture, the community, or you just enjoy the music, you know, you're really going to be able to see and hear things that might not have at this point been told, at least, you know, from Rudy's perspective. And like I said, as a juggalo, when we were making the book, it was absolutely amazing. Just because, you know, I've been a fan for so long, and to hear these original stories about before the music, you know, before, you know, the inner city posse, like that early time, man, for me, it was just like magic, pure magic, you know. I would just sit and do recordings of Rudy, and it was like there was electricity in the air, man, because it was like the shit that he was talking about, like it, you know, for a juggalo old school fan, man, like I said, I felt like I was in a very, very lucky spot to be in, just to hear the stories, you know. And, you know, on top of that, we're actually capturing it, and we're giving it out to the people to check out, you know. And like I said, I think people are going to be blown away by the book.
Yeah, and for those who have never got the chance to ever talk to Rudy, he's like the most chill, humble, very intelligent dude.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, man. You know, the Rude Boy, the name itself, I think can be, if you've never met the man, be a little misleading, because the dude has a heart of gold, man. He really does. You know, he would give you the shirt off his back. You know, he would do anything to help another human being, man. And I think that's really, really dope of him, man. Like, if you know the man, like I said, you'll understand what I'm saying. And in the course of this book, you know, I mean, I knew of Rudy. I met him once in 1996, which we cover later on, or in the book. You know, I talk about the very first time I met him. It was at a meet and greet in Flint, 1996. ICP was at Wyatt Earp Records. But yeah, like then I would come into his life again later on. And when we started the book, Rudy said, I don't give a shit what people say. If they are pissed at me, if they hate me, I don't give a shit. I want it all in the book. So I was kind of prepared to get a few stories where, maybe people were pissed off at him or like F you, Rudy, whatever. And what I found is that it didn't happen at all. Everyone had like these just amazing things and stories about the dude. And, I think it's a real testament to the kind of the life he's lived. I mean, he's a hardcore dude. He's a rock and roller for sure, but he's a good dude, man. And, don't let the rude boy name fool you. He can be a rude cat when he needs to be, but he is a good dude, man.
Yep, sounds a lot like me. Like I tell people, don't let the word chaos fool you.
Yeah, right on, right on. Yep. Sometimes you just gotta pull the curtain back a little bit, and that substance, it'll be there, for sure, man. I can dig that.
And it's cool. I've talked to him like on numerous times, and just the stuff me and him talk about, like stuff in the industry, like our opinions on like how we feel about certain stuff. It's just really cool.
No, it's nice, man. And like I said, I appreciate what you guys do, the Carnival Spirits and the podcast you guys got going on. I mean, it's great because you guys are putting in work too, man, and you're getting busy and you're putting it down for the scene, and my hat's off to you, man, for all the work that you guys have done. So, congrats on I seen you won that award. I think it was a little while back, for the programming and shit, man. I think that's really cool, man. And
yeah,
like I said, I
actually received it while I was at the gathering this year.
That's dope, man. That's really, really cool. And so, yeah, man, like, it's like we all kind of like have a part in this dark carnival shit, some people write, some people have the shows, some people, everyone, even the merch people, like, everyone has value, dude. And together, like, we're like a tapestry, I think, and it makes like a beautiful scene, it blows me away to be 41 because when I got into this scene, it was small, man. There wasn't a lot of us running around. Michigan, depending on where you were, depending on what city you lived in, there might only be 5 or 6 juggalos at the time, depending on where you were at. And
Michigan's a very big state, so it was even small at one point then.
Yeah. No, it was crazy, man. And and people would talk shit to us, and they're like, it'll never last. This music is no good, and we were like, F you, man. This is our shit. And like, and we were down for it, man, for real. And like to see it grow to like this nationwide, worldwide thing, man. Like, I couldn't be prouder of the music or that, like I said, that my shit's still going, man. I love this shit, and it's still here. And I'm proud to be in the ranks, man.
Oh yeah, like I always get that comment a lot. Like when I'll be like listening to something, I'll be like, "Oh, ICP's still around." I'm like, "Yep."
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we like I said, we used to get into back in the '90s. You kind of had to fight for the music. Like rap. It was polarizing at the time. It was still growing, and like I said, gangster rap was hitting the scene, in those very early '90s, and like I said, there was a lot of pushback, and depending on what town you lived in out in Michigan and probably anywhere else, you were going to hear the shit from the police, from your school administrations. People were going to screw with you, man, and they did, and so we did what we had to do, and it was like a give and take. Everybody had a role, but yeah, it's just really neat. All the people that used to talk shit on the music, it's like, what the hell were you guys listening to? Oh, they're not about shit, and whatever bands they invested in, they were long gone, maybe 5 years into the '90s. And, this shit's still rocking and rolling, man. And like I said, it brings a smile to my face every time I think about it.
Yeah, when I was at Hall of Wicked, like I've seen the clowns numerous times, but there's nothing like seeing the clowns in a Detroit show. And all I gotta say is you guys in Detroit really know how to get live.
Oh yeah. It's like I said, sometimes, when you live in Michigan, you forget, that, so many of these special places, they're so close, and, when I started running with Rudy, we were, I was going down to Southwest Detroit a lot. And, like I said, I'm from the 810 Genesee County, Flint area. And so, I didn't spend a lot of time in Southwest until we started working on the book. And, whether we're driving down Verner or, we're, drinking in the Clark Park or, rolling through old school Delray.
Yeah, you get like that nostalgic, because that's actually where I was staying while I was in Detroit. I was staying in like River Rogue. I was like literally like a 6-minute drive down from like Zug Island and the Dog Beats like photo set spot. I'm like, God, what are the odds?
Oh yeah, right down there. I believe on Jefferson, that cut through there or whatever. Yeah, it's that those places, they all still exist, and it's really
it's
cool.
a beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah, and like I said, when we were doing the book, I talk about it in the book, because these places, especially if you're out of state juggalo, you've heard the terms, you've heard the places referenced 1,000 times over the years. And if you ever get a chance to dip through Detroit, man, it's worth a drive through to check it out, because the places are still here. Mexican Town is still alive and kicking, man. It's a great place.
Yeah, to the famous Mexican restaurant that's referenced a lot. And all I got to say is I can see why they reference that restaurant a lot in the music, because it's a good Mexican restaurant.
Oh yeah, they have great food, man. And like I said, when we were doing the book, we had a few meetups where we would go sit down and hit one of the restaurants there. And like I said, it's these are places I've heard about forever. Driving around, driving down Military Street and whatever. It's like the shit, like it just pings in my mind, these juggalo holy spots or whatever you want to call them, man. But it's
you could say that.
yeah, it's definitely cool, man. And like I said, if you're ever out of town and you can get to Detroit to see a juggalo show, it's worth it, man.
Yeah, the way I'm seeing it, Detroit and Denver, Colorado are like sister cities when you look at it. You guys are called the D, Denver's called the D, the area code there's called the 313, we're called the 303.
Oh yeah, no, right on, man. I got a lot of love for Denver. I've been out there a few times. When the weed got legal, I hit the train and went out there to see what was going on in the scene. I used to grow a little bit and move a few ounces around here and there or whatever. And so I was out there for the weed explosion. And then like I said, during the course of writing this book, we went out to the Roxy Theater, man. Wonderful place. Stayed in the 5 Points neighborhood. I mean, it was a great time, man. We caught Ouija, Death by Denver, LSP, Scum, Cody Manson. I mean, it was a wonderful, wonderful time, man. So I always enjoy when I roll through Denver, man. It's a good time.
Oh yeah, that's what a lot of people tell me. They're like, besides Detroit, they say Denver's got some very live shows too.
Yeah, I was. It was really nice to see, man. Such a vibrant scene, and there's people, hanging out, waiting for the show to kick off, and like I said, Roxy was off the hook, man. They got a good thing going there, man, and like I said, when we were there, it was kind of there were certain points where it was almost reminiscent of the '90s, when you'd go to an event or a meet and greet, and you're hanging around and you're surrounded by like-minded people that are all down for the same shit. And like, it's a really nice feeling, man. I wish more people got out of their houses and supported these scenes, because if you don't support them, they slowly go away or they go somewhere else or whatever, man. So like, anyone that's listening tonight or that reads the books, man, that's awesome. But hey, get out there and go see the shit live. We gotta support our shit. Keep it going.
Exactly, and that was cool. That's cool. Like especially in Detroit on Halloween, watching Jay just get live. I was like, yes.
Yeah, the Detroit, man. That's like I said, for those shows, it was just amazing. I remember I believe it was in 1998. I caught it was Hollowicked, ICP, and Guar, you know, and I made the show. I just drove down myself, you know, and checked it out, and it was insane, man. You know, the energy, I don't know. I still think about that concert all the time, man. It's right up there with some of the best shows I've seen in Detroit. You know,
Yeah, there's like a lot of legendary venues in Detroit, and I got to see them all. I got to go to I saw the Majestic. I went to the Fillmore, and then I got to see the Magic Bots venue. I got to go see legendary St. Andrews Hall.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, Detroit has I love Detroit, man. It's really easy to write about because there's so much history, and like you know, we're not talking like 10 or 15 years. I mean, some of these venues they've been around for a long time, man. And you know, Detroit, you know, in Michigan, it's always been a great state for live music, man. Whether it's rap, rock, whatever. So like, you know, coming up, you know, I always felt like I was blessed to be around such a vibrant scene, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I just it definitely it's you know, it was always on my mind for sure. Like you knew you were part of something kind of magical, and the crowds in Detroit, man, you know, they, like I said, they get live, you know, they get pretty wild, you know. It's like I'm a little older now. I kind of stand towards the back and off to the side, you know. I don't really get into the pit like I used to, but yeah, man, the energy's still there, man, and it's magic. I dig it.
One thing I asked a lot of like people that have lived in the area for years when I was visiting, and I told them, what's probably the best show you went to here in Detroit? And a lot of them would line up. Like someone told me they got to see Nirvana in Detroit, which was dope at like St. Andrews.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, like, you know, you had like the ICP shows, they were great. Esham shows were awesome, man. And like, you know, even if like going outside of like the underground rap scene, like DTE used to be called Pine Knob, and like, you know, you would get like these amazing shows. George Clinton Parliament, you know, they had the Smoking Grooves tour that would come through every year, and you know, or Bone Thugs and Harmony, whoever, man. There were just so many. Like you could go to literally back then, it seemed like about 20 to 25 shows a year, and not even really touch them all, you know. And
yeah,
so
like this lady that was one of my drivers, she's like, oh, one of the best shows I saw here in the 90s was when I saw Wu-Tang Clan here in Detroit. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I had tickets to that, man. I had tickets to Wu-Tang and Rage Against the Machine, but my sister was getting married the same day, and I was in the wedding, so I had to miss it, man. And then they both broke up, you know, and so that was always a bummer. But like in Flint, you know, you would have like these just crazy, you know, venue like at the Capitol or whatever, man, and like Rage Against the Machine and like Cypress Hill would come through or whatever, you know, and like I said, you had all the things going on in Flint, you know, the rap scene was booming. But yeah, like I said, if you were into music, man, there was something for everybody, and it was live like all through the 90s, man. I went to as many shows as possible, and you know, I miss that. I think people need to really connect with the music. You got to be out there, hear it live, man, and be around a bunch of like-minded people, and I think it's real magic, you know.
Oh yeah, even like one of the shows I went to when I was out there, the 10-9 show was like live as shit out there.
Yeah, I used to like I said, man, you know, everywhere was booming, you know, and like St. Andrews Hall, just amazing, man. If you ever get a chance to go there for a show, you know, Harpo's, you know, I caught Esham there and ICP, and like I said, man, they're just old school Detroit all the way, man, and they're just they're great places, you know. It's nice to be in the city, and like I said, you know, Detroit's amazing, man, and there's a lot of great visuals, you know. You got the skyline, you know, you got the Ren Center, you got the Ambassador Bridge at night. I mean, it's just beautiful, man.
Yeah, and the food is just so good.
Yeah, there's something for everyone, man. Like I said, you know, I've been lucky enough, like I said, to come up in the state, you know. So yeah, I've definitely tried to take full advantage of it over the years and get out and enjoy as much as I can, you know. And like I said, all I can do is encourage others to do the same. If you're dipping through stop in, man. You know, you have a good night.
And you have congratulations in the chat from the one and only D Lyrical in the chat.
Oh, right on, man. Yeah, I reached out to him and I was like, I wanted to get a quote for the Rudy book, man. And so he slid me one in there, and I said, cool. So you will see it when you open it up, man. I won't tell you where it is exactly in the funhouse, but I do got a quote from that dude in there. He's a cool cat. I met him at the gathering. We've talked a little bit on Instagram. Yeah, definitely a cool dude, man.
Yep. And then you have one and only Roxy Riddlebox saying what up to you.
Yeah. I caught up with her when we were out in Denver, man. Very, very cool chick, man. I'm trying to get her to do some guest rating on Rocks, man, if she's down. But yeah, she's a cool chick, man. Solid, totally cool.
Hell yeah. Oh, we have like Lakeland in the chat. He's like an OG, like Detroit, Michigan juggalo himself. He wants to know if you remember this show. Are you aware of that show, or did you not make that show?
I might not have made that. When I started listening, it was probably around about 92. But I was 12, man. So like my parents, they were not really into ICP, man. It was a battle with them. So like until I got my license and get mobile, man, I had a hard time getting to events. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think I did not make that show, but yeah, back in the old days, man, it was crazy because they were doing songs together, man. And different groups in Detroit were getting along at various points. Sometimes nobody got along, but every now and again people would get along, and you'd see the other Detroit rappers popping up on other people's albums, and we always thought that was dope. I always dug that, man.
And I'm glad Proof tried to like work on that and make all that happen before he passed away.
Yeah. No, them guys. I don't know, man. It's like I always felt like if everyone in Detroit could have, I don't know, maybe found some common ground. I can only imagine some of the tours that could have popped off, But
yeah, I know that like Trey, Shaggy's little brother, and Max Julian, Proof's cousin, they were gonna like do like a tour. It was gonna be like called like the Hip Hop Unity Tour or the Detroit Hip Hop Unity Tour.
Yeah. I've run into Trey Pound at the studio a few times. Bob Rocks introduced me to him, man. He's a really, really talented dude. I've been in the studio when he was working with artists, man, and and he's another guy that I caught up with at the gathering. I see him around. He stopped by the Daniel Jordan, I believe it was the Daniel Jordan show we did at Simon's, and yeah, Trey Pound, he's a really cool dude. And yeah, the Max Julian, man, we were thinking about like putting some kind of like a Rocks special edition, like editorial type of thing. Like I said, it's been a busy year, and there's a lot of things that we wanted to do that we haven't gotten around to doing yet, but are still on my mind. And the Max Julian thing, it's definitely something that I'd like to revisit sooner than later, when we have time to do a proper tribute, and then just kind of talk about that a little bit. But yeah, it's
well, if you guys ever need help with that, let me know. Like if you want me to record a clip like talking about him and stuff, just let me know.
No, I will for sure, man. Like I said, I've been writing either between Project Born's book or the Rudy's book since like last October. Like literally, I've been running and gunning for about 12, 13 months straight, and so that's sometimes where there'll be like a break in between like some of the Rocks TV articles. Sometimes I'm just like cramming to get shit done, and I just don't have the time. But I try to keep fresh content up there as much as possible. But now that the these two major projects have been completed and are good to go, I would like to spend more time on in hitting just interesting topics for the readers. but I will definitely reach out, man, once we get something going, you know, because like I said, I did collaborations, man. And I think we all rise together. And so you know, I'm definitely looking forward to something like that in the future, man. And you'll be one of the first dudes I reach out to, man.
Oh yeah, because me and him would like talk almost on a daily basis. I remember every time when me and him would talk, he's like, "Oh, bro, when you ever come to Detroit, we're gonna kick it." And sadly, we never got the chance to.
Yeah, no, it was really tragic a deal, and a lot of questions surrounded that whole thing, and I think there's still some unresolved issues, you know, and but yeah, I think you can expect in probably the nearer future, we will be doing revisiting that, and you know, and just remembering the guy as an artist too, you know.
Exactly. And you guys can expect Roxy V, Carnival Spirits to collaborate a lot more.
No, that sounds good, man. Like I said, I dig what you guys do, and we're on the same vibe, you know what I mean? And it's like, yo, we'll bring it together, man. We'll rise together, dude.
Exactly. So yeah, what are your thoughts on Yum Yum? Like, I'm loving it. Like, I can't stop listening to it. Like, it's bringing me back to when I used to, not when I used to, but when I would listen to like old school ICP stuff. Like, there's always something you catch and you're like, wait, what did they say? It brings back where like, oh yes.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah,
go back
no,
to like, wait, what did they say? But in a cool way.
yeah, no, I'm really happy with it, man. I jam it at night, you know, I'll smoke a joint and get on YouTube and fire it up, and you know, like it's nice, man, and it, you know, the shit sounds good, and it's, you know, like I said, it's, to me, it's just classic, and then
yeah, that whole album has been like therapy for me, like a lot lately. Like I'm like very reminiscing with that album. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. You know, a lot of times it's kind of because I've been into the music for so long, man. It's kind of crazy because sometimes, like, I forget, you know, how much material they've actually cranked out, and like sometimes I'll get stuck in the '90s, you know, and it's like, man, I get my blinders on, and like you know, those albums when I was coming of age, you know, when I was an early teenager and late teens, you know, I'll get stuck on the '90s for 6 months or a year, you know, and like I said, I like it all, but yeah, you know, the new stuff is sounding good, and like I said, I've hit a lot of shows this year. I caught them at the prom night show, the Ballers gathering. It's just been it's been a good year, I think, for the Juggalo music and the Juggalo culture, man, and like, I'm
to know that Jay and Shaggy are still going strong and still rocking shows after all these years.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited to see how this upcoming year plays out, man. You know, got the Ballers coming up at Harpo's, you know, pretty soon, and but yeah, you know, depending on, you know, how the farewell tour, all this stuff, you know, I think it's going to be another amazing year for the Juggalos and the music, and you know, I can't wait to write about it, and you know, for Rox TV or whatever, man. And I like this is definitely something that we're going to have to capture, you know, because this is it's going to be a big year coming up.
Yep, and I think I always tell people, I think just if the scene's still not for them, then maybe they just need to leave, because from what we can all tell, especially because you and me are OGs, this scene is like a lot stronger, like a lot.
Yeah. When I you know, and people would, you know, I listen to them on social media, man, and people are bitching about like, oh, they didn't get you know, their gift bag on time or whatever. Like, that shit just, you know, it really turns me off, because it's like, dude, you know, if a gift bag is what make or break you in the scene, man, then, you know, maybe you should be somewhere else, you know. Like, back in the '90s, like I was a member of the fan club. You got an envelope, and you wrote them, and then they would write, you know, send out like a little letter every 90 days, you know. And like, that was it, man. We didn't have the internet and shit, you know. I mean, things moved a lot slower back then, but like, you would have never caught anyone bitching like, oh, this is bullshit, the fan club letter was 3 days late, or, you know, or maybe some news that we would get, shit changes, whatever you're trying to, you're shopping an album around and, they're going to do this or that. And we didn't care, man. Like we were down for the music and it was like it was our scene, we were down for whatever. And like, I just can't imagine like if someone back then, they weren't really giving out gift bags, but if anyone would have been bitching about shit like that back in the 90s, we probably would have fucking, kicked them in the ass and sent them down the road, like, I don't understand that. Like you're either down for the long haul or you're not, and
or it's like when people say that about the music, and us OGs can even tell you that even the music sounded very different back then. And this is why the many reasons a lot of us love Icy, because they sound different with each album and it has its own sound. And yeah, they'll still be the ICP you know and love, but they like to like tweak a little stuff here and there, and they have more than one layer to them, and I think that's why we enjoy them. They have serious stuff that will make you laugh, stuff that makes you think, and then you have those flat out like just crazy off the top wall type songs. They have a bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah, like you're totally right, man, because how far can anyone go doing the same thing over and over and over again? A year or two, you couldn't survive for 3 decades if you just did the same goddamn song over and over again. Like I said, over the years, have I liked some things better than others? Well, sure, man. When I first started, that Carnival of Carnage, the Ringmaster, Riddlebox, Tunnel of Love, Beverly Kills, that was like when I was coming on and really, really digging it all. And the sound changes over the years, so what? It's still good, and like I said, man, no one's holding anybody here. If you don't want to be down, or if you want to go listen to like, I don't know, like dance music or I don't know what, man. I don't know what people want to do, but yeah,
listen to your Justin Bieber. Go listen to Justin Bieber.
Yeah, right, man. Go bitch about some get back from Justin Bieber. Like I don't know, man. That shit just cracks me up. But yeah, I think that part of their staying power is because they've been so diverse with their sound over the years. They're not I don't think they're afraid to like try different things, man. And I think real artists, I dig that. I don't like people that kind of pigeonhole themselves into this one thing. Like, just like with these books I write, I wouldn't want to make the same book for a bunch of different people. I think that'd be bullshit. Like, every book should be unique, probably just like how they do their albums should be unique.
And that's one thing why I've always liked them. Like, you can tell the sound they were trying to go for with each album. Like when you hear Carnival of Carnage, you can hear a lot of Beastie Boys, NWA type influence stuff.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, like I said, it changed, over the years. But like I said, it's totally fine with me, man. And I've been down for the ride, and like I said, I just enjoy it. I don't know. It's just for me, I got the shit tattooed on my arms, man. I'm down forever, man. It's like I said, I'm in for the long ride, so if they wanted to play with a fucking orchestra, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool, man. I'm down. Whatever works,
What's probably your favorite song off the new album? Like the song I keep going to a lot, that I just am so amazed by that song. It's that song like No Time. I love that song. Ain't No Time.
Yeah. I like the Wretched. I like the video, man. It really, I don't know, man. It's a creepy ass video. It's like it's almost haunting, and it's
it had a very like Halloween type feel to it.
Yeah, and I think like like a tune like that, it kind of harkens back to those old school when you had more of like some of those that wicked shit, man, that was on like the Ringmaster. That's what it reminds me of, and I'm all about it, man. I just I dig that tune a lot, man.
And I'm glad they worked a lot like with Devereaux and Shaggy the Airhead, because those dudes are really good producers. Those dudes got talent.
Yeah, no, they like I said, man, they surround themselves with talented people, and they deliver a dynamite product, man. And like I said, man, I'd love to just keep writing about it, man. That's like, my bucket list is to just keep documenting the shit, and getting it down because, like I said, I mean, I know they announced the farewell tour and whatever, but I still think there's a lot of huge shit coming down the line, man. And it's exciting to see who the future, the banner wavers will be and what Psychopathic will look like in 5 years, man. I'm just excited. I'm excited for all of it. And, I'm just glad to still be alive and witnessing it, man.
Exactly. Like, I've been into this scene since I was about 7, 8, or 9 years old, and here I am going to be 32 next year. It's crazy.
Yeah. Time kind of slips by, it's crazy. I don't usually realize it until I get out a lot of my old flyers and my old albums and cassettes. I try to save everything I could. My parents, we used to fight back and forth about it, and my mom would throw a lot of the shit away, and I'd have to own the same copy, 5 or 6 times or whatever, man. But like, I managed to hold on to a lot of stuff, man. Almost all the flyers from the fan club. A lot of the cassette releases. I got a couple of copies of Dog Beat still. I got some good ones, man, and yeah, and sometimes I get them out, and I show my kids, and I'm like, check this out, man. This is what I was into, in 92, 93. This is what was going on. This is what we were doing, and I'll play maybe a few songs depending on what it is. Nothing too heavy, but like. You kind of schooling them on who I am and kind of where what we were doing back then, and I think they've been around long enough now. It's like they've hit this magic, a multi-generational place. When we were
I think
gathering,
if a group can reach different generations, you're doing a very good job.
Yeah, you basically. It's kind of like the Grateful Dead or whatever, man. Once you pass a certain point and you have multi-generations, the shit's never going away, man. And the older people in the scene, they kept it alive, and now you got young new blood coming in, man. And like I said, this shit's not gonna stop. They had so many obstacles with the music over the years. Fucking radio wouldn't play it, MTV wouldn't play it, and we just. It sucked, man. It was like, because I don't know, we knew it was really good, and it's like, we just they had to fight so hard to get the message out, and if you can do it without radio and MTV back in the day, you were doing something right, man. And the fact that they're still around and still doing shit is a testament to I believe their level of commitment to the music and making quality shit. And my hat's off to Too Dope and Violent J and Psychopathic Records and and all the people behind the scenes that help make it work, man. Like they're just a fantastic organization, man.
Yep, and you never know. That's wishful thinking, but you never know. Maybe eventually somewhere down the line we could even get Jay and Shaggy on here. How phenomenal would that be?
Oh man, that's like bucket list shit right there, buddy. That's I've been really lucky, man. Violent J, he was I got to interview him for Forever in the Jecks, and being a juggalo, that's been down for so long, man. And I'm writing a book and I get to interview this dude, and it's like I had to pinch myself. It was almost like it wasn't even real, man, and Violent J, he does the foreword on Rudy's book, and it's just great, man. And again, for a fan, from the old days, man. I mean, there's nothing better. If I never wrote another book or I never did another article, man, these are 2 feathers in my cap that I'll always be proud of, and just to share a little bit of time or a few moments or whatever. And like I said, man, it's something that makes me very proud that I was able to have them included, and it's something I'll never forget, man.
Oh yeah. We'll definitely keep writing, bro. Keep up the great work.
Oh, I will, man. I'm gonna keep putting it down, like I said, I'm gonna take a little bit of time, man, kind of chill out. Like I said, it's been a steady grind for basically a year. and you know, I might dip into the rock stuff a little bit more. I'm trying to build up the team with Bob Rocks and Rudy and DJ Carlito, and Frank Stanley. You know, we're trying to grow, and like I said, I'm trying to get maybe a couple more writers. I talked to MC Snacks. You know, he's expressed some interest in contributing some, and I can't wait to see what he contributes. He was also in Rudy's book, you know, and I think he's a good dude. Yeah, man, there's a couple people that we're looking at right now, and you know, if anyone's out there and you like to write, man, and you know, you wanna kick something down to rocks, man, you know, we'll definitely take a look at it, and you know, who knows, we might run it, and we'll go from there, man. But yeah, we're definitely looking to keep growing, you know. So yeah, it's the future is bright, man, and it gets a little brighter every day.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Do you like having like last words, or maybe I could try sending the link to Rudy again while we're doing that?
Yeah, you can try, man. Like I said, I was having trouble getting on, and like I said, you know, I'm sure he was having the same thing. I talked to him earlier today, about an hour before the show was supposed to start, and he was all about it. So, like I said, you know, technology sucks. But yeah, man, thanks. Like I said, man, I really appreciate you having us on, man. I appreciate you guys, Carnival Spirits, you know, just cranking out good material for the Juggalos. I encourage everybody that's into Juggalo history, man, to pick up a copy of Rudy's book, My Life, the Funhouse. It's coming out December. We got the author proofs right now, man. We're just kind of going through, making sure the you know, everything's looking good in there, but everyone's really happy with it. We had a meeting a couple days ago, and it's full steam ahead, man. So we'll probably it's going to be dropping in early December, if not December 1st, probably within that first week. You know, Amazon, it's a pain in the ass to get shit uploaded on there, but I think we're gonna stay right on target with that. And then
I will definitely get a copy, and I will definitely do a full-on review for y'all.
Yeah, please do, man. You know, like I said, we appreciate the support, and like I said, it's, you know, whether you're a serious reader or, you know, you're just someone that, you know, maybe you read a little bit, but it's not really your thing. These books are different, man. The way they're put together, they're fast paced, they're entertaining, they're full of like good shit. Like if you're a Juggalo, you're gonna love hearing some of the shit in here, because it's really old school stuff, man. You know, back when, you know, Two Dope and Jay and Rudy were like teenagers, man. You know, hanging out down to the wrestling shows in Detroit when they first met up, you know, and I mean, it's just fascinating, you know, and so it kind of like adds another dimension, like I said, to this ever expanding universe. So
and that's one thing I've always known, that Michigan, not only does Michigan have a good history when it comes to music, but the state of Michigan has good history when it comes to like the wrestling industry.
Yeah. You know, those old school big time wrestling, you know, Rocks TV, Rudy, he really just celebrates the history, man. And they do so much good stuff. You know, the big time memories. You know, they do highlights of like these old school guys like Bobo Brazil or the Sheik. There's just so many, and you know, they're all on YouTube. And excuse me, and they're just awesome, man. You know, it was such a vibrant scene in Michigan. You know, for so long. I believe at one point, you know, wrestling was outselling tickets, you know, for all the other major sports in the city at one time. And you know, I believe Kobo was the building that they referred to as the house that Sheik built. You know, he used to have 6, 7, like 8 sellout shows in a row, man. Like it was just off the hook. And the programming that Rudy does with the team, with the Hall of Famer Terry Sullivan, and many others, Steve Drazen, they just have a lot of good shit. So like, you know, we're multifaceted. If you like underground music, we got you, man. If you like wrestling, man, we got you. If you like old school wrestling, we got you. We we got a little bit of something for everyone, man. That's what we're trying to do at Rocks. You know, we're trying to, like I said, you know, kind of revamp and grow and just kind of put like a new face on things, you know. And we got a great team. You know, Bob Rocks, he's a cool cat, you know, and he gives me, you know, some free reign to kind of make, you know, whatever content I want, which is nice. And we're just, I encourage people to go to the website, man. We got a lot of articles. I did 170, I believe, this year. You know, some of them are short reads, 2,000 words. Some of them are up to 10,000 words, but they're relevant, man. And it's mostly aimed at Juggalo culture. So if you're into that or underground rap in the scene, man, you're gonna find something you like.
Oh yeah. Y'all definitely keep up the great work too. And I know us at Carnival Spirits very soon we're gonna be actually celebrating our like 10-year anniversary, which is dope. So we have a lot of big stuff we're planning to do.
Oh well, I can't wait to hear about it, man. I'd love to do an article about it, and if you guys get some events going out there, man, shoot me a dime, man, and I'll zip out there and cover it for Rocks, man. Like I said, we'll have a good time and we'll break some bread, man, and get down.
Oh yeah. Well, you definitely have a good night, bro.
All right, man. Thanks again for having me on, man. Peace, Carnival Spirits.
Peace.
Peace.
Hell yeah, y'all. We're gonna just kick it while we wait for the Rude Boy. I just got a hold of him. Yeah. We're gonna see if we can still get Rudy on here, but while we wait for him, we're just gonna chop it up. So what is good, everyone? Yeah, this has been a very good episode. We've been going on already for an hour. Wow. Yeah. Maybe just definitely keep on going then. While we wait for Rudy, we might as well just make this a hangout chill session. While we wait for the legendary Rude Boy. Yeah, all I gotta let y'all know is we have a lot of dope stuff planned for the 10-year anniversary of Carnival Spirits. And what are we going to call this 10-year anniversary celebration? You will just have to wait and see what we are calling this 10-year anniversary celebration, y'all. We have a lot of dope stuff, like dope throwback stuff we're also going to do in celebration for the 10-year anniversary of Carnival Spirits. And you guys heard it here. Apparently, Rox TV wants to write an article about the 10-year anniversary of Carnival Spirits. So, Beastmaster, if you're listening, bro, how you feel about that, man? I could definitely use a little dab right now. Yep, just so much. There's so much doors that have been opening for your boy Don Chaos, as well as Carnival Spirits. So yeah, Roxy, if you're still here, get at Sid. Again, if you guys are watching exclusively on Carnival Spirits, the super chats are welcome. No, shout-outs to DJ Clay, who's live on Twitch, I believe, right now as well. So shout-outs to the one and only DJ Clay. DJ Clay. So if anyone's watching here on Twitch, what up to everyone on Twitch, everywhere. Shout-outs to DJ Clay. All right, y'all, we kind of got an update. Let me check. Because y'all know technology can be annoying at times. Yeah, one thing you guys can expect is we have a lot of dope stuff planned for the 10-year anniversary of Carnival Spirits. So many dope stuff planned. Because we've been in the game for 10 years, y'all, for a decade. So when you guys see what we are calling this 10-year anniversary celebration, y'all are going to be blown away. But yeah, you guys never know. Maybe somewhere down the line, Don Chaos and Sid Vicious will get together and you might eventually see a book about Don Chaos's life. Because, I think my life story could eventually be told. Maybe someday I want my life story to be told. I don't know. I'm also just very mysterious about my life. But there's times where I would really love even my life's story to be told. Yeah, one of the things I have planned to do on here is to do more music reviews, like reviews for like new albums. I have plans to review certain books. Like I have plans to do a review of the Project Born Forever Living in the Jets book. I have plans to review this Rude Boy book when it comes out. Nice. So what else do y'all want to talk about as we wait for our other guests? And if we can't get him on, we will definitely get him on some other time. So what all else do y'all want to talk about on here? Let's see, is there any mail I can open? Not that I'm aware of. Normally we have mail time with Don Chaos, but I don't have any mail at the moment of stuff that I can open that I'm aware of. But we can eventually, that's a plan I have to do also, is eventually get like a P.O. box, like a personal P.O. box, to where if people want to send me stuff for just stuff or even stuff for a future Karma giveaway, I'm eventually going to try to get a P.O. box. Also, if you guys didn't know, my girl, she has Twitch. So if you guys love gaming, just check out my girl. She does her type of streaming that she does is she plays games on Twitch. She has quite the Twitch following. I'll have to put her the link to her Twitch in the description of this, or I'll put it in the chat or something. Well, shout out to Christy for that $1.99 super chat. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, Twitch is good for gaming, which we are live on Twitch as well. Like, people say Twitch just has to be for gaming, but Twitch has become a thing where you can even do podcasts. That's why we do that on here. You know, we see the Shaggy and the Creep Show, the Palcast on Twitch. DJ Clay has his talk show / game show / podcast on Twitch. Yeah, let me see if I could like find her Twitch account, and I will post it in the comments in the chat for you guys. And when you guys see that she's live, let her know Don Chaos sent you. As they say, when you usually go into someone's like chat, it's called rating the chat. It's the Twitch way of saying like showing support. So if DJ Clay's live, tell him what's up from the Hours of Chaos podcast. Tell him much love and respect, and shit will happen here in return. So yeah, I'm gonna find my girl's Twitch account, and I will link it in the chat for y'all. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Found it. Here's the links to my girl's Twitch. And yeah, I see her there in the chat. Tell them what games you usually play on Twitch, babe. You know, we have a lot of big things coming. You know, this Saturday you have the Beastmaster show to look forward to. Of course, as many of you know, I have a Twitch. I might start gaming on Twitch myself. Besides doing the podcast on here, I might delve deep into like gaming on Twitch, but I'll probably delve into like retro gaming, and I'll like, when I'm doing like retro gaming videos, I like play video games that I've had since I was a kid, and I will like share stories or fond memories that I have playing these retro games growing up. That's something I have planned to do. Like, some people will do retro games where they're just playing the game, but me, I'm gonna like share like fond memories that I have like playing games. Like, I still have my Nintendo 64 and it still works. I still have my PlayStation 2, so I could play PlayStation 2 games as well as PlayStation 1 games, the original PlayStation games. I just need to figure out how to get all that format. I have plans to get a new setup here for when, or in general, when I do streams, anything, when I upload a video. Oh yeah, I sadly probably won't make it to Michigan for the show. I would really love to, but like I said at the beginning of the show, y'all can guarantee I will definitely be at Juggalo Weekend, as well as The Gathering, as well as Hollow Wicked again next year. Yeah, just a lot of big things are coming, good things are coming for this anniversary for Carnival Spirits. Oh yeah, I have plans to make, especially Hallowicked, an annual thing. Like I said, one of these days I will check off Ballas as an event to go to. Because all the events now I could say that I've been to in this Juggalo world are Gathering 3 times. I've been to Hallowicked and DCG Con. The only 2 I haven't been to are a Juggalo weekend and a Ballas. Oh yeah, like I said earlier in the stream, there's nothing like Hallowicked in Detroit. Nothing like it. And I've seen the clowns so many times. And yes, Colorado shows are dope. But when you see the clowns in their home city of Detroit, Michigan, whoo-wee. There's also no place like Detroit, Michigan. Good place, good people, got a lot of backup out there. I'm amazed the amount of support that I got out there. Oh yeah. You guys know I have plans to like host stuff, to be like hosts of events. I'm trying to get that off and running. I think I have maybe what I want to do for a career more. Yeah. Nice. That's very dope. Chris, that's very dope. Yeah. Michigan, Detroit. There's a lot of good people out there. No, I have fun out there. I was amazed when I went out there to Detroit how many people out there told me, Detroit's got your back, Don Chaos. We got your back. No matter what. It's like, dang. And all I will say is Detroit really did feel like home. It really did. It seriously did. Oh, yeah. So what else do y'all want to talk about? Yeah, I was told that we'll still try to get Rudy on, and if not, we'll have to try another night on a Thursday because, sometimes technology can be very annoying. And, it is Thanksgiving. Yes, I live in Denver, Colorado, Chrissy. Hence, with the... Yeah, no, backwards. Hence, with that flag in the background, that's the, flag for the state of Colorado. Yep. Born and raised in Denver. Born and raised in good old Colorado. Another good place to go see shows in Colorado, especially in Denver. Yeah, it's very beautiful here in Colorado. yeah, I just have a lot of stuff to look forward to. Wow. Yep, I was out here in 92. Whew. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, we're going to see if we can get Rudy on here. If not, we're going to try next time. But it's still been a very good episode. I must say. It's been a very good episode. Hell yeah. Well, thank you for doing that, Chrissy. Thank you for sharing. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just relax for the rest of the night. But we will definitely get Rudy on here. Definitely again, always welcome on the show. Sid Vicious, always welcome on the show. Yeah, always welcome on the show. Just like all the people that have been guests here on the Hours of Chaos podcast are always welcome back on the show. Always. And yeah, you guys already know who I am. I am Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S, your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, chat, let them know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of good things coming for your boy, for Carnival Spirits. We got a lot of cool stuff that we're going to put together for the 10-year anniversary celebrations. Wait till you guys see what we are calling our 10-year anniversary celebrations. Wait till you see what we're calling it. Me and Beastmaster were coming up with ideas, and then I came up with ideas, and so yeah, really cool stuff, y'all. You know, you guys are awesome. Make sure you guys tune into the Beastmaster show this Saturday. And wait till you see who his guests are this Saturday. Deuces, y'all.